Hi folks, welcome back to my den. It's a little bit miserable weather today, but there's a bit of a lull in it, so we're working outside on our nice Weber table. It was a brand new Weber that I bought and got a friend of mine to cut a round disc of granite, and we fitted that inside, so it's really nice. We've got a lid that can open and close, so it really works nicely. Today we're going to be doing some smoked salmon. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it as a wet brine or as a dry brine. Today we're going to be doing it as a dry brine, where we use salt, sugar, pepper, some garlic, and I'm also going to add a little bit of maple glaze that I got from the butchery. If you're doing it as a wet brine, you just add a lot more of the same stuff. You add water to it, put it all in a bag, you shake it around, and you leave that overnight, and then you prepare it the same way the next day by drying it, waiting for it to get like a pellicum on the outside, which is just a tacky skin, and then you smoke it. So the dry brine, we will brine it about 4 hours, anywhere 4 to 12 hours. We haven't got too long today, so 4 hours we'll do it for, and then basically dry it all off, or wash it first, dry it off, wait for the pellicum to form, and then smoke it. So let's get started, should we? Love my knife. I got this from Japa Knives a few months ago. It really works nicely. Right, I always rub my fingers up and down, just checking for any bones along this ridge here. If there are bones, I've got my little tweezers, and you can then pull them out like that. But my butcher seems to have done a good job, and there's no bones on those. Okay, so let's mix up our spices. We've got a big spoon of salt, half a spoon of pepper, a spoon of sugar, a teaspoon of garlic, and a spoon of maple glaze. Now, it's something I've never done it with a maple glaze yet, so it's going to be a big test for me. I'm sure it's going to be nice. We then give it a good shake around. Probably should have used a bigger container for this. Then we get our container that we're going to marinate it in, and we put some of the fish down. Try and get it all on the sides and everything. The other piece in. Now this has got the skin on. If it hasn't got skin, it doesn't matter. Makes no difference. We just get it all around it, the sides. Then we'll close it up, give it a good shake. As you can see now, it's all coated all over. It's really looking good there. Okay, so we will close it up. We'll take it to the fridge and leave it there for 4 hours, and then we will see you after that. Okay folks, about 4 hours now. You can see how much moisture has been taken out of the fish. So it's ready. We're just going to clean it first. Dunk it in the water. So there's quite a lot in there. Clean as much of the salt off as we can. And put them onto kitchen towels. Put another piece on top. Pat them down. Right, so there's our 4 fillets all ready now. We'll put them into the fridge, basically to get a little bit tacky, which is called the pelicum. And then after that, it'll probably take a couple of hours to do that, and then we will smoke them. Okay, so we've had about 2.5 hours in the fridge, and they're quite nice and sort of tacky. Could have done with a little bit more, but we haven't got any more time today. Now I've cut little strips of foil. You can use like a parchment paper or foil, and you put the skinned side down on top of them. It basically stops the whole fish from sticking to the grate. So we just put it on roughly. I did chop them to the rough sizes already. So that's basically it. What we do now, we wait for the barbecue to get up to nice temperature, using my small Weber today, the one that's in the stainless steel table next to the smoker. So we'll get these on shortly and see how they go. Okay, I'm also going to add one of my meter plus probes, basically to give me the temperature of the internal part of the meat, and obviously the external barbecue side as well. So we take him out of the charger block and we shove him in like that, and now he's ready to go on the fire on his tray. So all will go into the Weber shortly. Right, so we've got our briquettes going nicely. It's about 10 or 12 briquettes there today. We don't need a lot of fire. It's only going to need about 35-40 minutes to cook anyway. So just pour them into one char basket like that. Sort them there and put the grate on. Put our cover on, which is over here. Open the vent. Open the bottom vent as well. Yeah, that's open. We'll leave this for about 10 minutes to all heat up nicely, and then we'll come back and put the meat on. The fish, I mean. Okay, so the coals are burning nicely. So now we can put these on. We just place them basically in the center. It's good enough. Anywhere is fine. So that's the 4 fillets on nicely. We will close up and get the meter plus connected, and then we can monitor the temperature from inside the house. Okay, so now that it's all closed up, we've put the meter plus charger block, which is what the probe connects to, on there, and that now sends a signal to the phone, and then via Wi-Fi to another phone. If I go out anywhere, I can take another phone and check it on Wi-Fi wherever I am. Okay, the meter is very, very simple to set up. We go onto the app. We're using this bottom one. We can click on it. We set up the cook. So we go to fish. We go to salmon. Go to salmon. Go to fillet. 127, start cook, and that's basically it. It will tell us, it'll give us an estimation of how long it'll take. It's on 85 degrees internal now, and the barbecue is at 243, and the blue one, which is what we've set it, is going to be 127. I don't go too much on temperature. I go normally on basically, if you touch the side of the fish and it starts flaking, it's ready. And if you start seeing like a milky stuff coming out of it, that's just past ready, but it's still fine. Okay, so the meter says it's ready. And the flake test is if you touch, oh, look at that, it's just falling apart. They just flakes off like that. Yep, those are ready. Okay, so I've also decided to put a little bit of maple syrup on them. Just drizzle a little bit on each one. That should be nice. I'm going to close it up for another 5 minutes just to let that set in. And then we'll take them off and go and eat them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.